In the Blue Mountains, there's a circuit that connects the Valley of the Waters and Wentworth Falls. It descends into Jamison Valley and is spotted with streams and waterfalls. Most of the walk follows a trail called Wentworth Pass, which sits near the bottom of the valley. We started at Conservation Hut and began to descend towards a few cliffside lookouts, heading to Empress Falls. We first stopped at an unmarked lookout and were rewarded with open, clear views of the valley. Queen Victoria Lookout has a great view into the valley where you can spot a handful of geographic landmarks. Empress Lookout looks down to the waterfall of the same name, which feeds the Valley of the Waters. Steep stairs and mountain-hugging passages are plentiful along the entire circuit. Now that our walk had crossed paths with water, we'd never be far from a running stream for the rest of the day. It took us a few minutes, but we recognised this waterfall. Over 7 years earlier, we had done a canyoning tour that ended by abseiling down these falls. It had been a pretty memorable day as I had let go of my rope halfway through the descent, plunging down and smacking into that rock shelf that you see water cascading over. Not my proudest moment. Empress Falls are stunning and a good sign of sights to come on this glorious walk. Don't knock the gear, guys. A Kuba on the noggin, bladder on my back, and a camera that made this video possible. The various falls are tricky to distinguish as they come one after the other, descending down the Valley of Waters. Remembering to look up is important. The cavernous sandstone cliffsides enclose the massive watery chamber. There were a couple of amazing walkways like this constructed over the waterway. Wentworth Pass heads into the valley around Breakfast Point to Wentworth Falls. National Pass is an alternate route that uses a passage halfway up the cliff that was blasted and carved out over 100 years ago. That track is currently closed for maintenance as of May 2020. Forgive me the wobbly camera, I was just so keen to get footage of traversing this precarious crossing. The track isn't actually this tight. I accidentally took a wrong turn, which turned out to be a tricky shortcut. There's a final crossing and trail intersection at the bottom of the Valley of the Waters. We continued along Wentworth Pass, but one could descend further to reach Vera Falls and use further unmarked trails to reach Mount Solitary. Maybe some other time. We got hit by some rain. It actually made for a better experience in the elements, among nature. I'm sure I've visited Wentworth Falls before, but I can't quite remember it. The clouds had rolled in, making for a stunning misty trek through what felt like the prehistoric. Slack stairs are more of a ladder, really. I'd recommend against balancing a camera in one hand whilst ascending, but each to their own. Be your own self. Yeah, it's a bit of effort, but you can take it at your own pace and enjoy the rewarding views and endorphins. Whoa, what a vantage spot this is. We got a final glimpse of the valley before even more cloud and fog consumed it entirely. Beautiful Wentworth Falls. Absolutely stunning. I'm kicking myself I hadn't visited Wentworth Falls sooner. It's an incredible spot and worth the effort to visit. We'll certainly visit again, but now it was time to get back to the car and dry off. Comment below with any questions, hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and please subscribe for more content.